Hey, what's going on, guys? Spirit of Halloween here, and today we're going to review the Spirit of Halloween 2013 pop-up zombie. This is not the version to be confused with the 2014 pop-up zombie or the 2012 pop-up zombie. This is the variant that came out in the Asylum theme in 2013, I believe. Now, before I get into this review, I just want to say that I apologize for not uploading last week. I got a little busy with stuff and things kind of. I just didn't have enough time to upload at all last week. So I apologize for that, but that's okay because I'm uploading this, so yeah. Okay, so this, as I've said already, is the pop-up zombie. I did mention this guy in the review of the pop-up werewolf. If you guys have seen that video, if you haven't, go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can. This is a prop that I got back. I actually got this prop in 2015 for about 50 bucks, which some of you guys might be sitting there going, well, wait a minute. This prop was discontinued, and actually, no, not discontinued, but recalled. And for those of you who don't really know the history of the pop-up zombie, which this one's very dusty, the pop-up zombie was originally made in 2012. It was a much more different looking pop-up zombie. As you can tell, you can tell this was a 2013 variant because it has the green teeth and it's got the black and gray and orange and white design to it. The slime design is some people refer to it as, but the very first variant that came out had the very long stringy hair, had the very sharp teeth. It looked a lot like the jumping zombie does, except it had a different color to it. The eyes lit up green, and it also had the same soundtrack as the jumping zombie. This one is a little different. I'd actually say this one is very different from any of the pop-up props, or even the Pop and Goblet, because I have that one too. Okay, so in terms of functionality, what does this prop actually do? Well, what this prop does is when he is activated by sound, and only sound, they didn't do motion because obviously it'd be obstructed, but when he's activated by sound, also, or the foot pad or the try me button, he springs up behind his tombstone screaming with his eyes light up, and then he sits up for a few minutes like all techie props normally do, and then he'll go back down. And that's it. This prop, the reason why this one is a little different from the others is it kind of uses a different base. And I know some of you are like, well, this is just a standard Techie Toys black base that they've used on the Guardian of the Grave, and the Gravedigger and all those other cool old props. But no, this one's actually a little bit different. And I don't think I've ever seen this base on any of the other props. I don't recall ever seeing this base, but most of this base, you might have already noticed, most everything's on the top. Whereas this base, I think the only things on the top is the sound, the switch, this connector, and that's it. The foot pad and the adapter are on the side here, but this one they mounted on the top, as well as a full speaker, so I guess you get better sound. And also, it's completely molded, except for these. There's no, you can't tell they've reused this base over and over and over again. This is completely different. And I kind of like this base. I like it better than the other ones just because it shows that it's different, it's unique, and that's really cool. The quality of this animatronic is really the same. It's the very standard Techie Toys plastic quality that they make with so many animatronics, and they're still doing it. The base is the same plastic. The module is the same. This one's different, and correct me guys if I'm wrong, but apparently this animatronic comes with a push button that you push out. Now I know this push button is seen on the 2012 pop-up zombie, but I have never seen it on this one. So that's a little weird. I wonder if that's actually that module, and then they just got the base and the head somewhere else. The head is really cool. I actually really like this head design a lot better than the others. I should probably say the detail. It's got green teeth. I've never seen an animatronic like this. It has green teeth, which most of their animatronics, the teeth are white or they're yellow or something like that. But this one, they're green. It's got spots where it's black, especially on actually this side, and white and orange, and it's different. The cloth is also a little bit. Some of you guys might say this is the same as the 2014, but it's actually a little lighter. Same thing with the cloth. This is a little bit lighter. The other one is a heavy white. This is a bit more grayish, I'd say. So that's really cool. So the setup for this prop is not too bad. It's really the same. You just basically insert these two plastic pins, insert the metal pin, and then if you're using these in the ground, you insert them like this. Poke a hole in the ground first with a screwdriver, and then if you're using on flat ground, you can stick them in like this. So it's really the same. And then this one is a lot more different from the older variants. This one uses this pole. Actually, most of them use this system. But what's weird about this one is I cannot remove it, no matter how much I try, which is weird. I wonder if they glued that in. And so, if you guys were to find this, how much should you pay for it? Well, I would recommend, if you were to find this prop on eBay, if it was used, I'd only pay like $50. Now, as I said in the werewolf video, this prop is not even this variant. This variant actually, I think, is a little more reliable than the 2014 pop-up zombie. But if you happen to find this exact variant that looks exactly like this on eBay, I would recommend, if it's used, only pay $50 for it. This one I only paid $50. And the reason why is because it was broken, and I actually had to get in here and replace a gear that pulls this down. But that was really easy. The other thing I need to do as well, this excuse me, this sound sensor is actually going bad. You have to tap them really hard to get them to go off with sound, so I need to put a new sound sensor in there, but that's really easy. If you were to find one brand new, I'd also recommend, you pay, you could pay $100, but that's really as high as I would go. $100 if it's new, or if it's used, $50. Where to buy this prop? eBay. If you can find this on some other third-party website, that'll work as well. Really, any website will work. Okay, so something that you guys might not see me mention on previous reviews is how scary is this thing? Well, considering it's a pop-up animatronic, this animatronic will scare anybody. And I mean anybody. So even if you know this thing is fake, it will still scare you just because it pops up really fast. Now, because it pops up really fast, that comes with considerations. And one of them being, if you buy this prop, don't use it a whole lot. And the reason why is because this spring pressure is very immense. It's just crazy powerful. And what can happen is, because this gear bank is made out of plastic gears, or there's plastic gears inside of it, this will break. I guarantee it. Okay, these pop-up animatronics are very infamous for having issues and breaking and not going back up or not going back down or not even working. This one isn't as faulty as the other ones, but it can still happen. So I would recommend you don't use it if you buy one. If you buy this one or any of the other ones, don't use these a whole lot. But good to use them around Halloween time. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is what I recommend this prop. I would say yes. I would absolutely recommend this prop. I think there's nothing wrong with purchasing this prop. If you want to get a really scary, freaky animatronic, I would absolutely recommend this one. Now, this variant might be really, really hard to find because they were recalled. I'm surprised I found this in the Spirit store, and I'm surprised I even have it because I for sure thought somebody was going to buy this, but they didn't. If you do happen to find, like I said before, if you happen to find one, buy it if you want it that bad. But if you can't find one, but you really want this prop, you can get the 2014 variant. It's really the same. The only thing that's different is the setup, the base, and the head has a different makeup to it. It's not this kind. It's actually more zombie-like. This is more burnt up like. So, yeah. Alright, so I believe I've covered everything in this review. If I left anything out, or if I forgot to say anything or mention anything, leave your comment in the comment section below. If you guys really did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. And I also want to mention something as well before we get out of here today. And I might put a timestamp where you guys can come here so this might actually be the very last video. Not the very last video on this channel. I'm not deleting this channel. Guys, don't unsubscribe. If you're watching these videos and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe still. But this could very well be the last video for a very long time. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to like wait 3 months and then upload, or not upload and go, hey, I'm back again. But what I'm currently using to record and make these videos is my school iPad. That's what I've been making these videos with, and it's been working ever since really well. But this might be the last video. If you guys are subscribed, stay subscribed. Don't go, because I'm still going to try to make videos. I'll still try to push videos out as best as I can. But just know, if I do that, I might have to use a different camera. And the camera might not be that good of quality, and it's not going to be the same device. But I just want to let you guys know. So yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, and you're just now watching this video, subscribe. If you guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Alright, so that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.